Welcome, here I've got ASUS ROG Phone 3 and I'm gonna show you how to use the camera pro mode at this device. So let's start by tapping on the camera button to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode. Let's change it by using this settings bar and just simply going to the right to Pro. So here we are. This mode gives us possibilities to choose some shooting parameters by ourselves. This is useful when we want to learn photographic skills or making experiments with photography. So let me start with this settings bar. Let's go from the right. The first one button here is the white balance, so we get access to the slider and we can control the temperature of our picture in Kelvin degrees. Let me show you. By going to the left on it, we can make our photo more cold, more blue. By going to the right, we can make it more warm or orange. So this is kind of balance between the blue and the orange light, and it depends from the light we have in the area where we take a picture. Of course, we can easily go back to auto white balance by tapping on this auto button at the beginning of the slider. So this is really easy. Now let's move to the next one here. This is the exposure compensation, so we can manage the light of our picture. By going to the right on this slider, we can make our picture more bright, more light, more lightful. By going to the left, we can make it more dark. So this is how to use this. At the center we have the auto settings. The next one button here is the ISO, so we can control the camera's sensitivity to light. We can make it less sensitive from 25. By going to the right, we can make it more sensitive to 3 and 2000 of it. So this is really wide choice and wide spectrum like this camera, so it's really pro. And of course, to go back to the auto ISO, we have to tap on the beginning of the slider. The next one button here is the shutter speed, so here we can manage the time of taking picture. We can make it shorter by going to the left on the slider from 1 and 10,000 of seconds, so this is really short time, and this should be better definitely for the objects that are, for example, in move, to frozen them with the good light. By going to the right, we can make our time of taking photo much longer. And the longest here is 32 seconds, so this should be definitely better to objects that are stable. And of course, by tapping on the beginning of the slider to the auto button, we go to auto shutter speed. The next one button here is the focusing. Now we are on the autofocus, so the letters AF. By using this slider, we can change it to MF, to the manual focus, and we can adjust it like that. We can of course go back to the autofocus by tapping on the auto button. And also we have one extra button here on this settings bar from the left, the reset button, so you don't have to separately adjust all of these settings to the auto. You can just pick the reset and all of this goes back automatically to the auto settings. And now let's move to the left corner to this button. When we tap here, we can open the advanced camera settings. And most of them is also in standard photo mode, but in the Pro we have some extra things like metering here, and we can change it from center weighted to average. When we slide a little bit down to the other settings, we have access also to the horizontal level option, so by using this button we can turn on the camera leveler. Let's go back to the camera to see it. And now we have this line. This is useful when we want to keep our photographic topic straight at the picture, for example. And this is how to use this. And when we tap here once again and slide a little bit, we have also access to the histogram. So this is how to use this, and it appears here. And of course we can turn them off when we don't need them, so the leveler and the histogram. And now let's go back to the Pro mode and let me use these settings to take a picture. So let's make it more warm, for example, a little bit more light, the ISO, the shutter speed, this one, and the focusing, let's stay on this. To see the photo, let's move to the left to this button. When we tap here, we get quick access to the gallery, and this is how it looks like. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.